Over the past 30 years, the American charity Good360 has redistributed more than $7 billion worth of products to the poor. It's an incredible achievement, and it's happened through an online marketplace that makes it easy and profitable for the corporate world to donate excess and unused stock to charities rather than storing it or dumping it in landfill. Now Good360 is coming to Australia, and it's all due to the vision of one woman and her admiration for an old school friend. Sharon O'Neill reports.
It's Wednesday morning and Susan Wallace has come to the city with her daughter Grace.
Grace is almost 8. She's has multiple and complex disabilities.
They're here to meet up with their good friend, ALISON Covington.
ALISON and I met in primary school when we were about 7, I think.
It's beautiful. I have a child who's only a month's age different to Grace, and you know, our life is so different to my friend's life because of that. Like, they have to do things so differently for Grace, and they have to work so hard to get access to things.
Fly out on Thursday and back Friday.
It's a brief catch-up between engagements because ALISON is in the process of launching a new philanthropic business inspired by Susan and her daughter Grace.
I read about Good360 and I looked at this model, and it connected corporate excess with charitable needs, and I just went, wow, that's a no-brainer.
How are you feeling after a long flight, Cindy?
A little tired.
It took a lot of negotiating, but ALISON Covington has now brought Good360 to Australia. This week, the organisation's American president, Cindy Halperman, arrived in Sydney to help with its launch.
Good360 is a very simple concept. It takes things that companies make and they give them to people that need them. Another good way to think about it is we are the eBay of the charitable world.
Good360 has been operating in the United States for the past 30 years.
So we run a 24/7 online donation marketplace, which we call Giving Place. So anytime, day or night, somebody works for a charity, we vet our charities. We have about 35,000 of them in our network, can go online just as you would on eBay, search for an area, personal care products, home goods, toys. They order it just like you would any other online marketplace, but they don't pay for the goods. They're free. They're donated by generous corporations. They pay a small administrative fee that covers shipping and handling, and within usually 48 hours, we ship to that charity.
Because it's a complex model, but it's a very efficient model.
ALISON Covington was the managing director of a public transport company when a serious health scare led to some soul-searching about her life. When she read about the Good360 model, she knew immediately this was an opportunity worth pursuing.
I couldn't find it in Australia. It didn't exist. There wasn't that style of model. So I reached out to Good360 in the States and I said, what are we going to do? How do we make this happen here in Australia?
ALISON has all the business acumen you need for this job because it is not traditional philanthropy, and we thought this is a great opportunity.
From time to time we get retail returns, carton damaged product, and I think that would be perfect for the charities involved.
Here at Ingleburn in southwest Sydney, the online shopping company Deals Direct has agreed to sign on to the project.
We're very excited at Deals Direct to be a part of, in fact to be a founding partner of Good360. We see it as a very innovative online platform. It's very efficient, it's very easy for us to dispose of some surplus stock and to give back to the community.
It's fantastic. They have a large variety of products, which is exactly the needs of our charities.
There's so much in it for a business. So by donating it, you get an enhanced tax break. Your employees are really happy about what you're doing. You're making good in your communities. Oftentimes, these retailers are donating right in their community, so you're building loyalty in your community, and it's good for the environment at the same time because you're not dumping in landfills and you're saving money, so it's a win-win all the way around. And there are many people who live quietly in poverty.
So far, the response from business to the Good360 model has been positive.
It's a great opportunity.
Carl Hartmann and Paul Greenberg, Sydney businessmen who are on the Good360 advisory board, are confident the philanthropic enterprise will be just as successful here as in the United States.
I think it's fabulous that there's an existing model that started in 1983 in the US, so there really is proof of concept, and I think Australians are generous. I think Australian retailers really will adopt this very quickly.
All as corporations, should be thinking about our corporate social responsibility, and the more we start to, and I think our employees expect it of their managers now. It's doing the right thing has become sort of cool.
Several years ago, Susan Wallace had to fundraise to help pay for the air conditioner her daughter needed at school.
She needed to be in an environment that was cooling for her needs, so she needed air conditioning, and this particular school didn't have air conditioning. When I read this Good360 newsletter, I looked at it and just thought, if we had Good360, Susan wouldn't have had to do that. We could have found the air conditioning unit on this Giving Place marketplace. The charitable model with Good360 in the States is for every dollar they get donated, they turn that into $70 worth of product. Now that's very impactful and a very efficient charitable model. So if we can replicate this here in Australia, that's going to have huge effect to these families that these charities serve, and I can see how that would help my friend's family.
Bye, darling. Bye-bye, gorgeous.
Susan Wallace is happy that Grace was the source for Alison's inspiration.
We shouldn't underestimate people with disabilities, because people like Grace can make more impact in the world than other people do in 70 years. And this is what she's doing. By inspiring Alison, she's going to make the lives of millions of people better just from that little idea. So yes, we're very proud. It's exciting to be part of it.